Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Hutchings, minutes and claims, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Claim docket dated September 5th, 2025 through September 12th, 2025 in the amount of $1,251,180.77. Would ask for the commissioners to approve that, please.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Is that what we're doing, minutes or claims?
We're doing
docket.
we're doing the claims right now. That's what Mr. Hutchings said anyway. Yeah, the
Do we
claims
have a
first.
claim? Do we have
Make a motion
minutes?
to.
What's the date?
We'll go ahead and do the claims first. That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Would also ask for the commissioners to approve the minutes for September 9th of 2025.
Motion to approve minutes.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
And then lastly, would ask payroll docket dated September 5th of 2025 through September 12th of 2025 in the amount of $1,059,875.43. Would ask for the commissioners to approve that, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Hutchings. Next up, we have Resolution 2025-7. I'm going to let Commissioner Schweitzer take this from here.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Mr. Modest became our attorney. He just reminded me of this, that I'm late to the game here. We all looked through all of our ordinances and resolutions already in place regarding public decorum during commissioner meetings. The council can certainly adopt this same resolution if they so choose to do so as well. But we've never really had a document in place that really says we're limiting speech to limiting public comments to 3 minutes, or have any control of our meetings other than the presiding board member attempting to take control. We haven't had any controversial meetings lately, but the world's a crazy place. We all know that, and we just want to make sure that we have an established document in place in the instance of needing a deputy or to have to remove somebody from a meeting if something goes bad. So this is a 3-page document. I'm not going to read all of it. Not going to read any of the whereas information or the Indiana code. I reviewed 11 different counties with my Indiana County Commissioners Association group, and we're all basically establishing the same rules. Most of this came from Johnson County. Johnson County already has a great resolution in place protecting their board members, their staff, and the community in the instance of something going bad. So, pursuant to Indiana Code 514 1.5-3.3, the Board of Commissioners of Vigo County, Indiana adopts the following rules governing the conduct of all members of the public who are physically present at a public meeting for the board. The board will take public comments only for agenda items before or during the board's discussion or consideration of the agenda item and prior to taking final action on the agenda item. Additional public comment will be held at the end of the agenda, and members of the public must appear in person in order to speak during the agenda topic discussion and or during the allotted public comment section on the agenda. No attendee may engage in conduct that disrupts the board meeting, and the following are examples of potentially disruptive comment or potentially disruptive conduct: disorderly, contemptuous, slanderous, profane, abusive remarks or utterances toward any member of the board, county staff, or member of the public, resulting in disruption of the board meeting. A breach of the peace, disruptive, boisterous, loud, or threatening conduct or violent disturbance resulting in disruption of the board meeting. Disobedience of any lawful order of the presiding board member, which includes an order to be seated, to remove items that obstruct the view of other audience members, impede ingress or egress, or obstruct the aisles or passageways, or to refrain from addressing the board, resulting in disruption of the board meeting. And number 4 is any other conduct which results in disruption of the board meeting. Public comment must be limited to 3 minutes of speaking time. If an attendee uses their permitted time, they may only continue with permission of the presiding board member. If no permission is granted, the attendee may be asked to stop speaking by the presiding board member. The presiding board member, which in our situation would be Commissioner Klinkenbeer as board president this year, will take reasonable steps to maintain order with respect to attendees and the board. The presiding board member will identify the disruptive activity and issue a verbal warning to the attendee to cease and desist from the disruptive activity. If after receiving a second warning from the presiding board member, an attendee persists and continues to disrupt the meeting, the presiding board member may order that person to leave the meeting location. If attendee does not remove himself or herself, the presiding board member, or upon majority vote of the board, may order the sheriff's or sheriff's designee to remove the attendee from the meeting location for the duration of the meeting. Nothing in this section may be construed to prohibit a law enforcement officer from immediately removing an attendee from a meeting if the removal of the attendee is necessary to maintain order or ensure the safety of another person, the attendee commits a criminal offense, or the attendee violates the rules of the policies governing the conduct of the meeting as adopted by this body. And finally, Section F, persons wishing to supplement public comment with written materials may do so by submitting the materials in advance in person or via email to the Commissioner's office or during the public comment period if permitted by the presiding board member. All of that to say is all we want is cordial conversation, safe conversation. We understand many of the things that we do as county commissioners and many departments do that provide services can sometimes be, in other people's eyes, disruptive or controversial. That's certainly not what we're trying to do. We just want to make sure that we have a safe place for our staff and the commissioners, elected officials in this building, in this meeting. And like I said, the council can certainly adopt the same resolution if they so choose, and they can stick to it. If Mike and Mark approve of this resolution, I'd like to print this out and hang it on the wall to make sure everybody's aware of the rules of this document. So, any questions?
Thank you for your work on this, Commissioner Schweitzer.
Yeah, I think it's time we do something like this. And again, it's actually to give everyone an equal opportunity to speak. I mean, I think we've always, all of us have been to certain meetings where one person just goes on and on and on. That's not fair, and they get disruptive. So, no, thank you for this work, and I would like to make a motion that we approve this resolution.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. That's all of our regular business. We open it up at this time to public comment. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes or less.
2 minutes, 59 seconds.
Okay, I see no public comment. Any comments from commissioners or other elected officials?
All three commissioners attended the Field Days Conservation at the fair, Vigo County Fairgrounds. I think there was about 1,000 kids that went through that. Former commissioner and current Soil and Water Director Brendan Kearns leads that. Jared and his team were down there, a lot of different people. And then we attended a meeting, Youth for Christ meeting last week, Sports World Ministries, and gave that group a $1,500 contribution to their efforts. I don't know if you guys remember Mr. Jarvis coming in here with the letters that he made us read, which was extremely unfair, but he did that, and we donated to them.
Highway meeting yesterday, update was our paver is last year they were ahead of schedule, got a lot of it done by July and early August last year. This year they're running late, so be aware that there'll be a lot of probably paving and things going on in November. And the disappointing thing to that is some of the striping and some of the repairs that we may do after this paving's done may be delayed due to weather and short days. So a little different year.
Anyone else have anything?
Health Department has their back to school vaccination clinic this Saturday here at the Vigo County Annex.
Okay.
There's vaccines, physicals, a bounce house, kettle corn. This Terrell Fire Department will be there doing fire safety, thanks to the Highway Department for putting the signage out. It looks like a good time for the kids that may be behind on their vaccines to catch up before the school sends letters.
What time?
10 until 3.
10 till 3. Okay. Thank you, Joni. Just wanted to say something real quick about, I know it's getting dry again. We do not currently have a burn ban. There are some counties that have one. We are hoping for some rain. We do not like to issue bans unless we absolutely have to. With that being said, we just recommend that everybody, is careful and uses common sense. If you do any burning, don't do it in the wind and things like that. But we'll update everybody on that if that becomes a need. So that's all I have.
Yep.
Okay, we will stand in recess. See you next week.